So we're here at the event here in Binyanema in Yerushalayim, and we're talking here a lot about the real estate and the medical care and all the important things that a person needs when he comes to Israel. But you are here, Avi Berman of the OU, and we're talking about the world of Torah. People come and they want to know also what they're gonna see or what they're gonna meet in Israel in terms of the world of Torah.
I'm coming and saying a very simple thing. First of all, we're all walking around here with the buttons that Israel's our home, because it really is our home. We could be in America, we could be in England, we could be in Australia, we could be in Zimbabwe. But at the end of the day, every Jew knows that they're going to end up here. Some think that they can stay there for another 100 years. Some think that they could be there for another 2 years. At the end of the day, they're all going to end up here. But what we're coming and saying is when you get here, there's a lot to do. There's so much to do. Now, yes, you have to get your medical insurance, and you have to make sure you buy the right home, and you have to make sure you get a job, etc. And all that is here, and OU job boards here, and all that's fantastic. But at the end of the day, what keeps us alive here in Eretz Yisrael, right, is obviously our families, our surroundings, but it's all based on Torah. It's based on the fact that we're living close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as the famous joke with the local call, right? But beyond that, we're sitting here, we're living in a land that is so connected with Torah, so connected with Yiddishkeit. And I'm coming and saying, whether you're coming to the OU or you're going to different, whether you're going to any other yeshiva, make sure to make time for Torah in your day.
Some people, when they're thinking about the decision of making Aliyah, they know what they know. They know what they're familiar with in America, the yeshiva. The one yeshiva where everyone goes, where all the observant, all the Orthodox guys go, and they're not sure what they're going to see here in Israel. They see there's all different options. Sometimes they're deterred. Maybe too many options. What my kid going to do? What do you feel that people? What do they deal with when they come to Israel in terms of the world of Torah?
So listen, I can tell you that we have 60,000 people coming through the center a year, right? The Seymour J. Abrams Center. It's just like, for literally from 8 to 8:30 in the morning till 10:30 at night. We have over 75 shiurim every single week. The place is booming. Things are happening. People are taking Torah tidbits. Our weekly parsha page. Almost 10,000 copies are going out every single week. Pinpointed per person. Another 20,000 downloads from the internet. So people are interested. All the schedule is there with shiurim. Baruch Hashem, we have shiurim where we're pulling in hundreds and hundreds of people, and shiurim with 50 people where every person can really feel a personal touch.
So your target audience is, of course, the Anglo community.
Correct.
What do you feel that the Anglo community has contributed and can contribute to the state of Israel, to the people of Israel here?
I love that question because so many of us come here and we say, something, I came to Israel, let me find my own menucha, nachla, like our this week's parsha, right? Menucha v'nachala. We found our own place. No, this is the place where you can come. And something, people have come from less fortunate places. People that literally were taken out of their home middle of the night in Morocco or Ethiopia or Iran, you name the place. And at the end of the day, they're brought here to Israel without a dime on them, without anything. They're thrown into some development town, some town in the middle of the periphery. And they're really trying to find themselves. And what we've shown here, through the Jack in the Oraita program, through Makom Balev, through Mashiva Ruach, and through the Zula, is that we, as Anglos, can come here. We can have a real impact.
So tell us a bit about these programs that not everyone is familiar with.
Really?
Some people.
So we have about 35,000 adolescents a year going through the programs. Yeah, this is all aside from the Israel Center, all the Torah that's happening for Anglos. We're talking about literally just Israelis. We have 20,000 soldiers and pre-soldiers coming through a program where we leverage the history of the state of Israel so that soldiers understand what they're fighting for. I mean, you look at the numbers, you see how many how many post-high school graduates are not joining the IDF. Right? And soldiers are asking themselves, why am I joining and they're not? Right? We have to boost up their morale. We have to boost up their love and passion and desire for this land of Israel. And ultimately, that's what we're doing. We're taking 20,000, of them, and bringing them to the Gush Etzion, and bringing them to different places, and ultimately instilling that passion inside them, which is going incredibly well. We're doing it together with the Educational Corps of the Army, together with the Rabbanut in the Army, together with everybody. We really work with everybody.
So as you tour through the OU activities in Israel, you understand that it's much more than the OU Kashrut, which is also a very, very big enterprise and important, but it's also talking about things that touch the heart.
Gives OU Israel 35% of our budget. So we're very, very thankful for that 35%, and companies that take the OU as Kashrut should know that the OU is really a non-for-profit that gives all the money back to the Jewish people, which is really incredible. So we show people, how we leverage their Kashrut money literally on the ground. And then working with teens, whether it's in Nahariya, Kiryat Shmona. I was there on Monday night looking at our club, seeing the kids active. It's just incredible. We have kids literally that went yesterday to the Andarta of the Asanam Sukim. After what happened, they went to visit there and Golani and all these different places in order to show that we really show that we have a passion to this land of Israel, we have a passion to the state of Israel, to the Torah of Israel, and to Am Yisrael.
Avi Berman, Orthodox Union, OU Israel Center, thank you very much for joining
Yoni,
us.
always great playing with you. Thanks for everything.